Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will be discussing partnership accounts. Go to study note number 6, partnership accounts. I will discuss death of a partner. If a partner dies, the partnership is usually dissolved, but if the surviving partners desire so, they may purchase the share of the deceased partners and carry on the business. In that case, they have to decide the total amount payable to the legal representative or executor of the deceased partner and the mode of such payment. Total amount payable includes the deceased partner's capital and current account last balance, his share of undistributed profit or loss, his share of revaluation profit or loss, his share of goodwill, his share of joint life policy if any, and his share of profit or loss made by the firm between the last year ending and the date of his death. The accounting procedure involved is similar to that followed in case of retirement of a partner. The mode of payment depends on the agreement between the partners. The mode of payment may be lump sum method or lump sum payment. If the firm has sufficient funds, the total amount payable to on account of deceased partner is transferred to his representatives or executor's account. Such representative's account is debited and bank account is credited on payment of dues. Or installment payment, loan payment. The firm may not have enough funds to make prompt payment. In such a case, the total amount payable is transferred to loan account in the name of legal representative or executor. The loan is paid off gradually by installments after considering interest on unpaid balance. The word loan may or may not appended with the account, but its gradual payment will definitely resemble the payment of loan. Now we'll see one illustration. Illustration 25. The following was the balance sheet of A, B and C who shared profits in the ratio of 1:2:2 as on 31st December 12. This is their balance sheet. Sundry creditors, capital account, general reserve, investment fluctuation fund, bad debt reserve and bank loan. Bad debt reserve is to be deducted from debtors. You have to be very careful. Goodwill, debtors, machinery, building, stock, cash at bank and investments. C died on 31st March 13. Balance sheet date is 31st December 12. So he is supposed to get entitled to get 3 months profit. His account is to be settled under the following terms. Goodwill is to be calculated at the rate of 2 years purchase on the basis of the average of 5 years profit or loss. The profit for Jan to March 13, that is 3 months profit which he is entitled to, the period which he worked before his death, to be calculated proportionately on the average profit of 3 years. So for calculation of his 3 months share of profit, take the average profit of last 3 years. For calculation of goodwill, take the average profit of last 5 years. The profits were 3,000, 7,000, 10,000, 14,000. Last year, in the year 2012, there was last loss 12,000. During 2012, a moped costing 4,000 was purchased and debited to traveling expenses account on which depreciation is to be calculated at 25%. So that means whatever loss they are showing 12,000 is to be reworked and find out the loss after rectifying this. Other values agreed on the assets are stock 12,000, increase in value, building 35,000, increase in value, machinery 25,000, increase in value, investments 8,000. Debtors are considered good, that means bad debt reserve is no longer required. Prepare new balance sheet of the firm, necessary journal entries and ledger accounts of the partners. See, investment 10,000 has been given. They have revalued the investment at 8,000. Investment fluctuation fund is also given. So what you can do is decrease in the value of investment is 2,000 that you can deduct from fluctuation fund. So fluctuation fund to be maintained, 2000 is to be maintained in fluctuation fund. So 1000 investment fluctuation fund can be written off, or what you can do is show investment at 8000 and write off the entire amount of investment fluctuation fund. The effect will be one and same. We'll see the adjusted profit for 2012. Loss they were showing 12,000. Cost of moped wrongly debited as traveling expenses 4,000. Loss will go down 12,000 minus 4,000, but depreciation is to be deducted. 25% of 4,000 is 1,000. So adjusted loss will be 9,000 and not 12,000. Valuation of goodwill. Add profits for all the 4 years, deduct loss 9,000, which we have just now worked out 25,000. Average profit is 5,000. Goodwill is 2 years purchase 10,000. But goodwill is appearing in the balance sheet at 15,000. Overvaluation of goodwill 5,000 should be written off among A, B and C in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 2. Valuation of goodwill is 10,000. Balance sheet value of goodwill is 15,000. Therefore, 5,000 goodwill is to be written off among A, B and C, and the balance, that is 10,000, is to be written off in A and B in the ratio 1 is to 2. Share of profit of deceased partner till his date of death. Last 3 years profit average you are supposed to take 10,000 plus 14,000 minus 9,000. Last year is loss in the year 2012 divided by 3, 5,000. So 5,000 is average profit for 12 months divided by 12 into 3, 1250. His share will be 2/5. 1250 into 2/5 is 500. Journal entries: stock account debit 2000, building account debit 5000, machinery account debit 5000, moped account debit 3000, 4000 minus depreciation. To revaluation account: general reserve, investment fluctuation fund, bad debt reserve to A's capital to B's capital to C's capital. Bad debt reserve can be transferred to revaluation account also. The effect will be same. Investment fluctuation fund, entire amount they have written off. But what you can do is just transfer 1000 to revaluation account and show 10,000 in the balance sheet as cost of investment. As they have written off entire amount, in the balance sheet you are supposed to show only 8,000 and 2,000 will be debited to revaluation account. Revaluation account debit to investment account 2000, value of investment reduced. Revaluation to ABC, profit on revaluation transferred in profit sharing ratio. A's capital debit, B's capital debit, C's capital debit to goodwill. Goodwill 5,000 is to be written off in their profit sharing ratio. Profit and loss suspense account to C's capital, his share of profit for 3 months. C's capital account to C's executor's account. His dues will get transferred to his executor's account. Capital account A, B and C, opening balance, balance brought down, revaluation account, profit, reserve is to be distributed by profit and loss suspense account, C's share of profit for 3 months, goodwill account A, B and C, 5,000 written off, goodwill account 10,000 written off A and B in their profit sharing ratio. So profit sharing ratio of A and B is 1 is to 2. C's capital balances transferred to his executor's account, whereas A and B's balance will get transferred to balance sheet. Building, machinery, revalued figures, moped, cost plus depreciation, investments, revalued figure, stock, debtors, bank. Profit and loss suspense account 500, which C is entitled to get 3 months share in profit. Capital account of A and B as per capital accounts, which is showing as balance carried down, C's executor's account, bank loan and sundry creditors. This is how these accounts are to be prepared. There is not much difference, accounting difference in case of retirement and death of a partner. In this particular video, we have seen illustration covering death of a partner. Thank you.